There was a couple different things. One was we wanted a lot of different flavors of music. So when we did Caribbean or Latin or gospel or African or 50s, I mean, we really kind of looked at all the Disney films and said, you know, which ones are going to portray a broad spectrum that all won't sound the same, and which ones have the best characters, and which ones are some of the best movies, was kind of the criteria. And then also you kind of look at it and go, what's just going to be fun? You know, we can't do Bambi. Bambi, as fun as it would. I keep trying to put Bambi in a parade, and it's difficult. April showers. Someday we will get Bambi in a parade. Well, I worked with Mark Hammond, and Mark Hammond actually arranged and composed the score that we put together. We kind of, John Addis, who was the show director, and I sat with Mark and decided, hey, let's look at these songs. And then a lot of it is when we really amped up the tempo for this. This is the fastest parade tempo we've ever done. So we really wanted it to be really upbeat. And I think you felt that. You get kind of this. We normally do a parade at 120. I think we were at 132. So it really drove the tempo. And it got really tricky sometimes because certain songs don't work in that tempo. So I'd actually be in the car. I'd be traveling to Imagineering, and Mark's actually in Tennessee. So we'd have conference calls in the car. And I'd see, well, you know, step in time. How, you know, step in time at that tempo is really slow. So we created it almost in like not a 7/8 feel, but where it's very syncopated. So we kind of worked around and did new things with the music, but always staying true to what it was. Like never going and breaking it so everyone's like, what song is that? That was not the intention. It was to do a music parade and focus on music and just have it be a huge celebration of that. The two sections we put live musicians in are actually the opening and the finale. So we have musicians, the Pearly Band's in the end. I think there's 7 of them actually. And then in the front we have the 6 live drummers and then live Mickey. So it's like an even 7 and 7 in the back. Everyone else dances with magical props that make sound. We try to put sound everywhere. You know, the brooms, when they dance, they hit the floor and make sound. You know, the cymbal girls, the whistles. You know, so there's just fun little accents everywhere that kind of come to life as the parade unfolds in front of you. We really fought for that because Mary Poppins has some of the best music ever written in the Disney canon. So to put it on the street in a huge way was a big deal for us. And that was since day one. We're like, we got to do Mary Poppins, we got to blow it out, get the sweeps back on the street. And, you know, we didn't put penguins in. We put all the cute cutout penguins that the guys did. So, you know, again, it's just homage to some of the best stuff that we've done in Disney history. I went to Jody Daly and Kevin Kidney, who actually started with me way back when I first started at Disney. And they are phenomenal paper sculptors. And the idea was to take this idea of pop-up books and have literally like pop-up books unfold that have characters pulling out of that. And the costumes are inspired by that too. And they literally took these new float bases that we created and literally started to create paper sculptures. And the initial designs of all the floats, actually, they're on my phone. They're cute. They're little paper things, and we would create it all in paper and then interpret that in products that could actually feel like that. And they really, what I love about Kevin and Jody is they have a amazing memory of Disney. So when you see the opening float, you see, you know, whistle, plunk, I can't even say it.
Toot, whistle, plunk, and boom.
Toot, whistle, plunk, and boom. Thank you. I can't even say it today, I'm so tired. But what's great about it is there's characters hidden, as your idea of the mashup was set, is there's characters hidden everywhere. That if you look for it, they're all fun little paper animated things, and I think it's really delightful and very childlike. Because again, we wanted it to be infectious and fun and childlike, and I think that comes across, you know, and making Mickey drum. I mean, if I was in another meeting, they're like, make Mickey drum. Like, we will.